Living Language, a Random House company, presents English for New Americans, a practical and effective introduction to the English language and American culture through video, print, and audio. Step 1. Watch a unit on the video.
Hello, welcome to the International Center. My name is Simon, and this is my wife, Raquel.
That's all for now. Practice what you've learned in case you have to go to the doctor. See you next time.
Step 2. Watch the unit again. Read and write in the workbook. Step 3. Listen and speak with the audio cassette.
Hello, welcome to the International Center. My name is Simon, and this is my wife, Raquel.
Hi, nice to meet you. Simon and I are volunteers here at the International Center. We help new immigrants like you learn about life in the United States.
In this program, we'll talk about work and school. So let's get started and learn about finding a job. Here are some words we'll use in this lesson.
Newspaper. Classified ads. Help wanted. Cashier. Cook. Engineer. Waitress. Childcare. Clerical worker. Driver. Salesperson. Part-time. Full-time. Appointment. Interview. Application. Experience. Duties. References. Salary.
Hi, I'd like you to meet Jorge and his wife, Elena.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Today we're going through the classified ads looking for jobs for Elena.
And I'd like you to meet Ming and Sasha.
Pleased to meet you.
My pleasure.
Today we're helping Sasha fill out an application for a job. Why don't you join us?
Okay, here it says...
So what kind of work are you looking for, Elena?
As a cashier or maybe childcare?
All right, well, here is the Help Wanted section. Let's see, cashiers.
Are there any jobs?
Yes, some are part-time, some are full-time.
How many hours is it full time?
Usually 40 hours per week.
And what is the salary?
It depends, between $6 and $10 an hour.
Can I see?
Yes.
This one at the supermarket pays $8 an hour.
What is the number?
It's 555-7500. This one too, but it's part-time.
No, I don't want that. I want to work full time.
Well, why don't we call the first number and make an appointment for an interview?
Good idea.
How you guys doing over there?
Fine. Sasha is filling out an application to work in a hardware store.
Okay, here it says experience.
What does that mean?
It means your other jobs.
They were in Russia. I painted for a remodeling company.
That's fine. Duties means what you did there.
I painted.
Then write that down. What else?
References.
Who can tell them that you were a good painter?
Me? His apartment is nice.
My bosses are in Russia.
Okay, well, you can write down my name and my number as a reference.
Okay. I think I'm finished.
Good. Then take it to the hardware store.
All right. Do you want to come?
Sure. I'm not working today.
Good. Well, good luck.
Thanks a lot, Raquel.
You're welcome.
Bye.
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 Bye. While they're looking for jobs, let's review some useful phrases. To introduce yourself, you say, "Hi, I'm Raquel," or "My name is Raquel." To introduce someone else, you say, "I'd like you to meet Ming," or "This is Sasha." To answer, you say, "Nice to meet you," or "How do you do?" Now, let's listen to some people talk about work.
What kind of work do you do?
I work as a visual arts teacher at a Boston Public High School.
I am an entrepreneur, which means that I work for myself. I have started many businesses, and currently I'm in the process of starting a company that will specialize in removing lead paint.
I am a computer industry analyst. I follow companies that are in the computer industry and write reports about them.
I'm a waitress at a restaurant in Boston.
I manage the technology department for a small website company.
I do repairs, I do cleaning, and I do painting.
The type of work that I do, I'm a business manager. I manage the finances of a small multimedia company.
I am a co-owner of a martial arts school.
I work at a horse stable.
Do you work part-time or full-time?
I work as a full-time teacher. My hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I work Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday.
I work, I guess it's part-time. I do 30 hours a week. I'm also in school, so it's a very busy schedule.
I work part-time. I work about 30 hours a week, 7 hours a day.
I work full-time, Monday through Friday. I am supposed to work 40 hours per week, but I generally work much more than that.
I work part-time from my home.
I work part-time. It fits in with my schedule of classes, so I work 15 to 20 hours a week, Monday through Friday. My schedule changes every day. Sometimes I'm in at 8, sometimes I'm in at 3.
Do you earn a good salary?
I'm very happy with my salary.
I make pretty good tips.
I do not earn a good salary at all for all the schlepping around I do. I get my tuition paid for, which is very nice, and a very small stipend that helps me buy food, but it's nothing great. It's not glamorous.
It pays the bills.
Do I make a good salary? Yeah, I would say for what I do, it's an average salary. I wouldn't mind making more, but it's an all right salary.
As a teacher, I feel I earned an average salary.
How did you find your job?
A friend of mine called me and told me that there was a position available in his company. He invited me to come down to interview. I did, and they offered me a job.
I filled out applications on a busy street in Boston where I knew there would be busy restaurants, and filled out about 5 applications, and this restaurant called me back.
I found my job through some friends who worked in the same building as a job I'm currently working in. They passed my resume around, and luckily enough, I got a call.
I found it basically through word of mouth.
When I went to the orientation session at Boston College, they had someone talking about financial aid and jobs that you can apply for on campus.
I found my job through a headhunter, a recruitment or search firm that helps find jobs for executives.
I was a board member for my organization, and we lost the executive director, and the board asked me to step in as temporary director, and then I became the permanent director.
If you could do anything, what kind of work would you do?
If I could do anything, I would be an artist, and I would sell my work in a gallery.
I would be a movie producer or a movie director.
I like dealing with people. I would like a job where I would deal with people a lot more.
If I could do anything, I think it would be really fun to shop for people.
If I could do anything, I'd be going to school right now.
If I could do anything, I would have a job that I loved, where I could use my brain and feel like I was making a good contribution to society.
If I could do anything, I would be a philanthropist, and I would give my money away.
If I could do anything, I would do precisely what I do now.
Oh, thank you.
That's all for today. If you're looking for a job, go through the classified ads in the newspaper and practice what you've learned. See you next time.
Bye. Hi, in this lesson, we'll be talking about enrolling a child in school. But first, here are some words you'll need to know. Teacher. Office. Enroll. Registration form. Medical form. Doctor's exam. Shot. Subjects. Art. Computers. English. ESL. Math. Music. Physical education. Science. Social studies. Classroom. Students. Testing. Tutor. Today I'm with Ming to ask about enrolling her nephew in school. Why don't you come along?
Good morning. I'm Miss Roberts. I teach 3rd grade.
Good morning. I'm Raquel Bradford, and this is Ming Louie. We'd like to enroll Ming's nephew in school.
How old is the child?
He's 8 years old. 3rd grade, I think.
Right this way. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Here's a registration form.
Name, address, date of birth, country. This looks easy.
You can help your brother fill it out. He'll need a doctor's exam as well. Here's the form. Do you have any questions?
Yes, the child is from Hong Kong. He doesn't speak English.
We have ESL classes for children from other countries.
How big are the classes?
There are about 15 students per class.
What other subjects will he study?
Math, science, social studies, computers, music, art, physical education.
How will he learn if he doesn't know English?
Children learn quickly. Bring him in for a visit. He can sit in class for an hour or two. There's another Chinese boy who can help him as well.
That's a good idea.
The ESL teacher will test him. He'll be in a class with children at his level. He may also need a tutor.
I'm a little worried about him. He doesn't have any friends here.
We'll play games to make him feel welcome. It may be difficult at first, but he'll feel better later.
You seem to have a lot of experience in these situations.
Yes, we have many international students at our school.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, good. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's all for now. Here are some useful phrases to remember. To make a request, you say, "May I ask a question?" Or, "Can I have a registration form?" Or, "Could I speak with his teacher?" You might hear these responses. "Yes, of course." Or, "Here you are." Or, "Certainly." Now, let's listen to some other people talk about education.
Are you from this country? Where are you from?
I am not from the United States. I was born in Jamaica. I was 14 when we first came to the United States, and I've been here about 18 years.
I am from this country. I was born in Austin, Texas. I was raised in Maryland, and I just moved up to Boston 2 years ago.
I was born in Puerto Rico, and I was 10 years old when my parents brought me here.
I am from the United States. I was born in Nassau County, Virginia.
I was born in Medellin, Colombia, and I came to this country 12 years ago.
I'm originally from Colorado, and I am of Mexican descent.
I'm not from this country. I'm from the Ukraine. I was 12 years old when I came here.
I came to United States when I was 14 at I think that was 1971.
I am a U.S. citizen, but I was born in Puerto Rico, and I was 7 years old when my family migrated to Boston.
What do you study in school?
I study fine art with a concentration in painting and filmmaking.
I studied accounting in school.
I studied developmental psychology.
Computer technology and music.
I'm taking many art classes, but they are computer graphic oriented. I'm also taking electives, and I'm also taking classes that just generally interest me.
In school, I study mathematics and computer science.
Do you like your teachers?
Most of my professors are pretty good.
Most of my teachers are very good, except for my writing instructor, who I think is a little bit too mean.
My teachers are great, actually. They're really intelligent, really approachable, wonderful.
My teachers are wonderful. They're probably the best I ever had.
What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is printmaking. I don't really have a favorite subject. Basically, I'm pretty happy if my classes include something about culture because I really like to study that.
My favorite subject is filmmaking.
My favorite subject is mathematics and physics.
My favorite subject is nutrition.
Do you like the other students in your school?
Yes, I do. I often go out with a lot of my friends from school and when I have time.
I don't really know very many other students in my school.
There were a few people that I probably could have done without.
I got along pretty well with the other students at the school, and I still have many of them as colleagues.
Well, that's all for today. Remember to use these phrases when you enroll your child in school. See you next time.
Hi, Elena has a job interview. Let's see how it goes. But first, you'll hear some words used in this lesson.
Job interview. Diploma. Training. Together. Alone. Department store. Cash register. Paycheck. Working hours. Schedule. Boss. Coworkers. Lunch break. Discount. Weekdays, Monday through Friday. Weekend, Saturday and Sunday. 10 o'clock. 10:15. 10:30. 11:45.
Hey, Simon, guess what? Elena just had an interview at the supermarket.
Really? How did it go?
Oh, I was really nervous, but it went great.
And what did they ask you?
About my experience, just like you told me.
What time is it?
It's 10:20.
Relax, it's early. How do you feel, Elena?
I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Hello, I'm Mr. Hart, the store manager. Are you Elena Gonzalez?
Yes, I am. And this is my husband, Jorge Gonzalez.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Right this way, please. I could take that from you.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Oh, I see that you have a diploma from Mexico City.
I took some courses there for 2 years after high school.
Do you have any experience as a cashier?
Yes, I worked in a department store
For how long?
for 3 years.
Good. We pay $8 an hour to start. You'll get a raise in 6 months. Do you have any questions?
How many days do cashiers work?
Full-time cashiers work 5 days a week, 6 hours a day.
What are the hours?
8 to 2 or 2 to 8. Part-timers work 8 to midnight.
I prefer 8 to 2.
Good. Which days can you work?
I can work weekdays and maybe some weekends.
Okay, we'll work out your schedule. There is 1 week of training to begin with. You'll be at a register next to a coworker.
Then I'll work alone?
That's right. Employees get a half an hour break for lunch and dinner. Or dinner.
What are the benefits?
Health insurance, 1 sick day per month, and 10 days vacation.
And do employees get a discount on food?
Yes, there is a 10% discount.
That's really good.
Your coworkers are friendly and helpful. And your boss is, too.
Who is my boss?
I am.
Oh,
So, when can you start?
you mean I have the job?
Yes, I think you'll do fine.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hart. I can start tomorrow.
Oh, I need your social security number for your paycheck.
It's on the application here.
Oh, I see. Then I'll see you tomorrow at 8. Don't be late.
Don't worry. I won't. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
So you got the job, Elena. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you're going to be great.
Thank you. you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys. I hope you do well on your job interview. Here are a few expressions to practice. To tell someone to do something, say, "Come tomorrow at 8," or "Write down your Social Security number," or "Tell me about your work experience." To tell someone not to do something, say, "Don't come at 8, come at 9," or "Don't worry, everything will be fine," or "Don't be nervous, I'm sure you'll get the job." Now let's listen to other people talk about their jobs.
How do you prepare for a job interview?
To prepare for an interview, I usually bring my license, my Social Security card, and some personal references. I also dress neatly and try and show up on time.
I believe people should prepare for an interview by really getting some background on the company, having a well-prepared resume, have the proper business-type clothing for the interview, and just be very prompt for your interview.
When I went to apply for the job, I spoke to several colleagues about the position. I also redid my resume.
To prepare for a job interview, I try to learn as much as I can about the person and the company that is about to interview me.
Well, to prepare for a job interview, it's a good idea to learn a little bit about the company you're going to be interviewing with. You can look online, read brochures that they send out just to get a feel for the company, read over the job description for what they're looking for, and think about past questions that you've been asked in other interviews.
Tell me about your job.
Most of the work that I do in my organization revolves around training and educating Latino families so that they can understand the importance of their involvement in their children's education.
I wait tables at a restaurant in Boston, and it's usually a lot of walking on your feet, you know, dealing with customers. Sometimes it's stressful when it gets really busy. Other times it's slow, so it's not so bad.
My job is the greatest job on earth because we do both teaching and learning. You're engaged every day with students and fellow teachers. And every day you learn something new, and every day you teach something a little bit different.
Do you have benefits at work?
Benefits at work. I get my tuition paid for, which is a benefit, and I have health insurance. It's not very nice health insurance, but it's health insurance, so that's a benefit.
Because I work for myself, I'm covered by my husband's health insurance plan. This plan provides me with health insurance, health care, dental care, eye care, and also on my own, I have a life insurance policy.
We do have benefits at work. We have a health plan and a dental plan.
I have a wide range of benefits at work. We have health insurance, dental insurance, personal insurance, as well as stock options.
No, I work part-time, so therefore I have no benefits.
My job offers me several great benefits: health insurance, medical facilities to visit when I get sick, retirement package, vacation, and sick days.
What hours do you work?
I usually work from about 9:30 to 5. I give myself a lunch break. I don't work every day. And because I'm working at home, I can work after dinner, do some work after dinner in my own office.
The hours I work are usually 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, usually about a 40-hour work week.
I work basically from Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Generally, I work from 8:30 in the morning till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I wish I could get out of the office by 5, but that doesn't always happen.
Do you like your schedule?
I do like my work schedule because it gives me the flexibility to also work part-time on my freelance bookkeeping jobs.
I love my work schedule because it's fit around my classes and it's fit around my needs a lot, so I love it.
I like my work schedule because it's so flexible and I can be in charge of it myself.
I do like my schedule. I like coming in at around 9 o'clock. It gives me some time in the morning to spend with my son. And getting out at 5 allows me to be able to do stuff in the evening.
That's all for today. Good luck at your job interview. See you next time.
Hi, today we're talking about adult education and taking courses. But first, here's some words we'll use in this lesson.
Morning. Afternoon. Evening. Night. Fall. Winter. Spring. Summer. Sign up. Catalog. Registration form. Schedule. Course. Homework. Test. Grades. Instructor. Interesting. Boring. Easy. Hard.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Hi, Raquel.
How are you?
Have a seat.
Oh, thank you. So, how are your classes going?
Oh, my computer class is interesting, but it's hard. I have a lot of homework, but I don't have time to do it.
Well, at least you're learning something.
You don't like your class, Jorge?
No, it's boring, and tests are too easy.
What are you taking?
Calculus?
Oh.
I needed to get my equivalency degree in engineering.
Huh. Is that the new catalog?
Yes, we have to register for the next semester.
What classes are you going to be taking next semester?
There's a U.S. history class I want to take, but it's in the afternoon, and I need an evening class.
And I'm going to take bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping?
Yes. I'll need it when I start my own business.
You're going to start your own business, Ming?
Yes. Someday, I'll own a restaurant.
That's great. What about a cooking class then?
No, my brother can cook, and I'll be the manager.
That's really wonderful. Can I see that catalog a second? Maybe I'll take a class too.
What will you take?
I'm thinking about an exercise class. But there's so many, it's hard to decide.
Oh, Elena wants to take aerobics.
Really? Maybe we can take it together. How much is the tuition?
It's $150.
I think I'll be able to pay that much. And when is registration?
From December 2nd to the 9th.
That's great. Hey, maybe I can call Elena and we can register together.
Oh, I've got to run or I'll be late for my class.
Bye, Wing.
And I've got to go to work this afternoon. See you later.
Okay. See you later, guys. Well, that's all for now. Here are a few phrases to remember from this lesson. If you're talking about the future, you say, I'm going to take a class. Or, we're going to exercise together. Or Ming is going to open a restaurant. You can also say, I'll study hard. Or we'll go to the 10 o'clock class. Or Ming's brother will cook. Now, let's listen to some people talk about their classes.
Are you taking any classes?
I haven't taken any special courses this year, but last year I took the H&R Block Tax course.
I'm taking complex variables, intro to computer science, statistical physics, and Asian art.
I took a class recently in children's book illustration.
This coming semester, I'm registered for a painting workshop.
I actually have been taking some biology classes because I'm interested in biology, maybe making it a minor.
Right now, I'm really interested in personal finance. I took a class last semester that really made a difference, and so I'm continuing to take more finance classes.
I always wanted to learn how to play the flute, so I took a flute class.
How do you like your class?
I liked it quite a bit, except for I don't play the flute very well.
My classes are very challenging, but that's why I'm in graduate school, so it's good that way.
I liked the majority of my classes. The foreign language class, which was French, from last semester, I didn't like.
I enjoyed the class, but it was very intense because you had to retain quite a bit of information in a short period of time.
When is your class?
Generally speaking, my classes are in the morning. I take 8:30 to 9:45 from Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
My classes are Monday through Friday during the daytime. On Mondays, I start at 11:30, and on Tuesdays, I start at 9:30.
My classes are usually no earlier than 11 o'clock in the morning and no later than 7 o'clock at night.
This coming semester, my classes will be Monday through Thursday. Monday and Wednesday, my classes are from 12:30 to 3. Tuesday and Thursdays, my classes are from 2:30 to 5:30.
My classes mostly meet in the afternoons at 4:30 to 7.
I worked full-time and I attended classes 3 times a week from 6 to 9 for approximately 6 to 8 weeks.
What are the people in your classes like?
People in my classes are other graduate students. They're from early 30s to 40s, so their lives really range. Some people are married and have families, and other people are fresh out of school like me.
Most of the people in the class are people like me who are working to get through school. They are generally very nice people, very busy people, very hardworking.
The people in my class are very different from each other. Some are young and going to college after high school. Others are older and working full-time.
Well, that's all for today. I can't wait to start my aerobics class with Elena. I hope you're taking interesting courses too. See you next time.
Hi. Ming got a job at the Jade Palace restaurant, and today was her first day. She'll come by the center later to tell us all about it. But first, here are some words we'll use in this lesson.
Time clock. Time card. Weekly. Paycheck. Overtime. Breakfast. Lunch. Dinner. Meals. Serve. medical, dental, accident, disability, kitchen, refrigerator, stove, pots and pans, wash, chop, boil, fry.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Ming. How was your first day on the job?
Oh, it was great. I like my new boss, Ms. Chan, a lot.
Hello, I'm Miss Chen, the kitchen supervisor. Welcome to the Jade Palace.
Nice to meet you. Wow, this kitchen is really modern.
It's only 2 years old. So let me tell you how things work around here.
Thank you.
First, here's your time card. When you come in and when you leave, put your card in the time clock. You're going to work 40 hours a week.
So that means if I work more than 40 hours, I'll get overtime?
Right, you get time and a half. Your paycheck is going to come every week on Friday.
What are the hours?
The lunch shift is from 10 to 4, and the dinner shift is from 4 to midnight.
Okay. Oh, do I have insurance?
You have medical, dental, accident, and disability. You can read this later.
Am I going to work in the kitchen?
Yes. The pots and pans over there. The plates are here. And that's the refrigerator.
Can you tell me a little about my duties?
Yes, you're going to assist Mr. Lee. He is a famous chef from Hong Kong.
Oh, I'm from Hong Kong too.
You're going to help him prepare meals. He's probably going to ask you to wash vegetables and chop them. As his assistant, you're going to follow his directions.
Does that mean I won't be cooking?
He might ask you to boil or fry something, but he is the chef. You're going to learn a lot from helping him.
That sounds exciting. I can't wait to start.
We're happy to have you, Ming.
That's great, Ming. Congratulations.
Thanks, Simon. Oh, you have to come to the restaurant sometime.
Oh, maybe Raquel and I can come Saturday night.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, bye.
See you later. That's all for now. Here are a few phrases to practice. To ask for information, say, "Can you tell me about my duties?" Or, "I'd like to know how things work." To ask for more information, say, "Does that mean I won't be cooking?" Or, "So that means if I work more than 40 hours, I'll get overtime." Now let's listen to people talk about food.
How often do you go out to eat in a restaurant?
I go out to eat about 2 times a month.
Maybe once every other week.
I go out to eat about twice a week.
I tend to eat out a lot, and the reason is because of my job, but also with my family. My wife and I enjoy going out to dinner at least twice a week.
I go out to eat very often, mostly for lunch.
I go out to eat 3 to 4 nights a week, generally because I work so late I'm too tired to cook my own food when I get home.
What kind of food do you like?
I like all kinds of food. Sushi, fried chicken. I really like fried chicken. I have a big thing for fried chicken. Chinese food.
I like Indian food quite a bit.
I love Mexican food. I love Italian food. And I love your standard American hamburger and fries.
There are a lot of ethnic restaurants in our neighborhood, and we often try them. Some of our favorites are Japanese, Thai, French.
I love all kinds of food.
Japanese food, Chinese food, Italian food, and Spanish food.
I like Puerto Rican food. I like Japanese food. I like Indian food.
And I love dessert.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
I worked in a fast food restaurant when I was 16 years old. It was my first job. I didn't particularly care for it.
Oh, I worked in a restaurant when I was a teenager.
I have never worked in a restaurant, nor do I believe I would like to.
I actually worked at a restaurant for all of one day. That was enough for me.
What kinds of restaurants are popular nowadays?
I think coffee shops are very popular nowadays.
I think very ethnic restaurants are very popular these days.
I believe that many of the restaurants that are popular serve some form of fast food.
Health food type restaurants, I think a lot of people are becoming more health conscious.
There seems to be a great interest in natural foods and Asian food at the moment.
That's all for now. Remember to ask a lot of questions on the job so you know what to do. See you next time.
Hi! If Jorge passes his driver's test, we're going to look at used cars. But first, here's some words you'll hear in this lesson.
Registry of Motor Vehicles. Driver's Manual. Driver's Education. Safety. Seat belt. Written test. Road test. Photo. License. Car dealer. New car. Used car. Test drive. Warranty.
Jorge should be done with his driver's test by now. I hope he passed it.
Raquel, guess what?
You passed.
Yes, I passed. The written test was easy. I really studied the driver's manual, but the road test was harder than I thought.
Well, did you do everything right?
Yes, except I didn't buckle my seatbelt. I almost wrong.
Oh, no. Let me see your license. Wow, you look much younger in this picture. But you look a lot better in person.
Do you have time to go to a car dealer?
Well, I have about an hour before my aerobics class with Elena.
Well, let's go to the dealer over in Cambridge. I think the cars are cheaper there.
Okay. Well, Jorge, it looks like the new cars are right here, and the used cars are over there.
Well, we can only afford a used car for now.
Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Hi.
What can I do for you today?
Well, we'd like to look at some used cars.
We have a lot of used cars you can look at. What do you have in mind?
I like one that it's a few years old and not too expensive.
What's your price range?
Under $6,000.
There are a few over here you can look at. They're all around that price. Low down payment, low monthly installment.
How much is your down payment?
We ask for 25% of the sale price.
And what about the monthly installment?
You can spread them out over a year or two.
You know, Jorge, you don't have to pay that price. You can bargain.
I was counting on it. I'd like to offer $5,000 for this one.
Oh, I couldn't let you have it for less than $5,800.
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to my wife then.
How about $5,700?
No, she doesn't want me to spend more than $5,200.
Okay, let's make it an even $5,500.
I think we can afford that. Does it have a warranty?
6 months. Would you like to take it for a test drive?
Sure.
The keys right here.
While they're going for a ride, let's review some phrases from this lesson. To say you want something, say, I'd like a used car. Or, we'd like something less expensive. To say you want to do something, say, I'd like to buy a car. Or, we'd like to see some cars. To say you want to do something with someone else, say, let's go to the dealer in Cambridge. Or, let's take the car for a test drive. Now, let's listen to some people talk about their cars.
When did you get your driver's license?
I got my driver's license when I was 16 and a half years old.
I got my driver's license when I was 15.
I got my driver's license at a rather advanced age of 28.
I got my driver's license when I was 18 years old.
I got my driver's license when I was about 17.
What kind of car do you drive?
The car that I drive is a Mazda 323 1988. It's a standard shift car, which I have to say I much prefer to an automatic.
I drive a Volvo sedan.
I drive a Toyota 4x4.
I drive a 1993 Honda Civic.
Are you happy with your car?
I love my car because it is brand new and it doesn't give me any car trouble.
I love my car. It's 12 years old and still going strong.
I'm very happy with the car because it's new and it's plush. It's comfortable.
I enjoy driving my car. It is sporty. It is low to the ground. It has a great stereo system, and the color attracts many girls.
Did you buy a new or used car?
We actually bought a used car. It's about 10 years old, but we hope to buy a new car soon.
I bought a used car because I could not afford to purchase a brand new one.
Did you get good financing?
When we purchased the car, actually, we bought it for cash, so we didn't have to finance it.
I get a good price on my car because I bought it for my mom. She got me a deal.
When I bought my car, I paid cash.
Yes, I got very good financing for my car.
Because I lease my car, I got a very good deal. I spend about $178 a month at about 3% interest.
Well, that's all for now. Good luck on your driver's test, and I hope you get a bargain at the car dealers. See you next time.
Hi, Raquel has an appointment tomorrow for her citizenship exam. Here are some words we'll be using in this lesson.
Social Security number. Alien registration card. Birth. Marriage. Certificate. Fingerprints. Written exam. Oral exam. Swearing-in ceremony. History. Government. Federal. State. Revolutionary War. Constitution. President.
Today I'm quizzing Raquel for her citizenship exam. So, how many states in the United States?
50.
And how many stripes are there in the flag?
13.
And what do they stand for?
The first 13 colonies.
Very good. I see you've been studying.
I have.
Hi, Elena.
Simon, Raquel.
Hi, Anna.
What are you doing?
I was giving Raquel a little quiz.
For my citizenship exam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Sasha.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Sasha.
What's up?
I'm quizzing Raquel for her exam tomorrow, and we're announcing citizenship classes here at the International Center.
What do you have to study?
American history and government.
Very good.
Oh, and then you can become a citizen?
Well, it takes a few years.
You both have your green cards, right?
Yes, I got mine a few months ago. Now I can go back to Russia to visit.
Wonderful.
Well, Jorge has his, but I don't have mine yet. Just my employment authorization card. At least I can work.
Well, when the INS gets all your papers, you'll have an interview.
I had to submit my fingerprints, medical forms, and my birth and marriage certificates. Now I'm just waiting for the interview and my green card.
And after several years of permanent residence, you can apply for citizenship.
That's right.
Then you have to take a test?
Yes, but it's not hard. You just have to know a little about the United States.
Like what?
Oh, the Revolutionary War, the Constitution and presidents, the structure of state and federal government.
That sounds hard. When are the next classes offered?
A new course is offered here every few months.
Maybe I should take it next time.
You got a lot of time to prepare, but it's good to start early.
I'll speak with Jorge. I'm sure he'll be interested.
I should take it too.
As a matter of fact, this is a schedule for this year's class. See? It's not expensive.
Oh, and the teacher is great.
Who is it?
Simon, the best teacher in the world.
Come on, you guys.
Okay, one of the best.
That's all for now. Here are some phrases for you to practice. To give advice to someone, you can say, Sasha could take a citizenship course this year. Or, Jorge should study before his interview. Or, why don't you practice the dictation more? A person might respond like this, I think he will. Or, I know he should. Or, that's a good idea. Now let's listen to some people talk about their experiences.
Were you born in this country?
No, I was not born in this country. I was born in Kiev, Ukraine.
I was born in Taipei, Taiwan.
I was born in Puerto Rico.
I was not born in this country. I was actually born in Jamaica.
What do you like about being an American citizen?
I am a citizen of the United States. I'm an American citizen. And what I enjoy about that is the fact that I enjoy two worlds, that of being Puerto Rican, while at the same time being a North American citizen.
What I like about being an American citizen is the freedom we have to choose to do anything we want and the diversity we have in our country, the many different cultures that are represented here.
I like being an American citizen because it gives me some rights and liberties I don't think I would have elsewhere. For example, I can work here without having to worry that I'll have to leave the country, and I can also vote and take part in the politics here.
What I like about being an American citizen is having certain privileges that you don't normally have when you're not a citizen, such as the right to vote.
One of the things that I enjoy about being an American citizen is that I can express my opinion wherever and however I choose to.
Nothing is impossible. If you dare to dream and dare to try, you could achieve. And that's how I like to live my life.
Was it difficult to pass the citizenship exam?
The citizenship exam was extremely easy.
I came here when I was 14 years old, I think it was easy enough for me because I came here younger.
No, it was not difficult.
I did have to do some studying and some research prior to taking the exam, but once I did that, I found the exam easy to take.
Do you go back to your country often?
I try to visit my country as often as possible, once or twice a year.
Unfortunately, I don't get a chance to go back to Jamaica very often. I've only been back twice since we left.
I never go back to my country. I don't have any relatives left there.
I went back to China 3 times, and each time I went back is really for educational reasons. Like I went back to study more martial arts.
Yes, I go back to Puerto Rico at least once a year.
That's all for today. I hope you do well in your interview. Good luck filling out all those forms.
We've enjoyed talking about work and school with you. See you next time.